So, do you know, have you been in Wrocław? Someone? Who been in Wrocław? Oh my God. Perfect, perfect. So, my presentation, where is my presentation? Huh? On the screen is not. Okay. So we practice now how we say Wrocław. Can you say Wrocław? Someone? No. Laugh. In Wrocław is laugh. 1, 2, 3. Laugh. No, not Wrocław. No, laugh. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. But you know what does mean laugh. But just before laugh is Wroc. So it's Wroc, laugh. 1, 2, 3. Wroc, laugh. And again. Wroc. Louder. Wroc. Without me. Perfect. You have to go to Wrocław now, and you are perfect. I feel gymnastic, so we can start. With the first victory is the Wrocław, you can say. So thank you for inviting me here. So Anna and Virginia asked me about presentation because they think that Wrocław was big success. Our capital of culture was success. A lot of people think about it. I'm not sure, but we try to do very good job. I will try to show you something, what we did in Wrocław, what was the biggest problem for us, not worst practice, but the biggest problem. I agree with Rolf that it's very important to collaborate, to think about who is most important in this process. Oh, it's working. Okay. So I explained to you that some people thinking that we had big success, but what some statistic in Wrocław, over 4,000 events, 5.2 million participants, so over 100,000 news about Wrocław in the whole world. It was fantastic. 150 ECOC staff is important because it's a lot of events. We have to coordinate some artists, 2,000 volunteers, and you see our statistic. Statistic again is over 100 million PLN. Polish zlotys means 4 zlotys, 1 euro, so 25 million is equivalent, media equivalent in the world. 1,500 journalists were in Wrocław before and during the European Capital of Culture. It means that we were a really interesting city for journalists, and as our chairman said, a lot of tourists now is in Wrocław also, not only in 2016, because Wrocław is really famous city. A lot of Germans, people from Italy, Spain, also from Czech Republic, Bulgaria now, etc., etc. And Rolf said that statistic is less important than feeling. So in Wrocław, people feel very well. People that European Capital of Culture was a fantastic program, and they are proud of our city now. We are proud that we live in Wrocław, that we will part of this project, because we invite citizens to collaborate. We invite artists to collaborate. We invite all our partners to create our program together, because not only our office is important, not only municipality officers are important, not only culture department, but the success will be if you are together, we will prepare and do so all program. How we budget? Oh, this is important. Budget is important also. So our budget was supported by state. It's the biggest part. City and of course sponsors, European Union, Norway grants, and it's also in zloty. So yes. So 4 times less in euro, yeah, in total. But Miss Minister is important for you. Our state support us 30 million euros. So please, Kaunas, help you. Thank you. Goals. On screen you see who is the player in the game, in this game. Yeah, so municipality, our office, local artists, journalists, national government, citizens, partners, European Commission. So we have different thinking about what does mean European capital of culture. Yeah, if you're thinking about the Olympic Games in London, Sydney, Tokyo, we can imagine what will be. Some people play badminton, some people run very fast, some jump, etc. And we don't know what will be the opening ceremony. Yeah? It's only one question for us: what will be, who will be, what's fantastic. But if we're thinking about European capital of culture, it's completely different. We can't compare different cities because Kaunas is different than Vilnius, than Wrocław, than Stavanger, than Plovdiv. So every cities, if you close your eyes, if you try to image what will be in Kaunas in 2022, I'm sure that everyone has different idea. And it's really important to discuss with all these partners. So I'm very happy that forum like this is in Kaunas, because it's the occasion to exchange our imagination. What will be in 2022? What will be? My title is 2016 Steps to Victory, because the steps is between these all partners. So after the discussion, a lot of arguments, media was attacked us, so haters, this always my favorite partners to discuss. If you do this, no, it's bad. If you dislike, they want, no, I wanted 2 years ago, now I wanted something different. So it's really important to discuss. We made 2016 steps, you have to 2022 steps, together. So our goals, our chairman mentioned it, we doubled the number of tourists, doubled the amount of participation culture, and Wrocław as a metropolis. First two you can count, yeah? It's easy to count. What does it mean, European metropolis? I asked our mayor, okay, what does it mean that Wrocław is European metropolis? Krzystof, you know, if someone asks you about Poland in Europe, it's Kraków and Warsaw. But my dream is that Wrocław will be the third, yeah? Warsaw, Kraków, and Wrocław is the Polish city. Okay, now it's a little different. If someone in Europe, especially in the culture side, asks about Poland, Wrocław, European capital of culture, is the first. Kraków and Warsaw is the third. It's our little success, but we are happy. We invited a lot of artists, we invited a lot of group of artists to Wrocław to collaborate, and now we are really European metropolis if we're thinking about the culture side, also in tourist side. So if we prepared our program, we thinking about what is the important time to focus attention, to focus interesting in Wrocław. And we try to be a little Hitchcock, so grand opening ceremony, less a little down, and when was the April, is the spring, we go outside and we start organize every weekend, collect some topic, weekend of music and jazz, weekend of theater, weekend of performing arts, weekend of history of Wrocław. We made fantastic performance flow over our island. And we prepared some tension because, you know, if someone asks you what will be important, you have to put 5, 6 fantastic moments. You have to be for different part of participation, for the theater, for the different. Because if you try to keep the focus on the same level whole year, it will be really, really boring. It's impossible. And steps to victory is the trust, I think. The role presented us that sometimes the politicians want to be in the process, the artists want to be more independent. I'm not sure which way is the best. So totally independent of art is the politician ask, okay, we gave you money and we want to do something with you. Artists say, no, 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 I'm independent. You gave me money only, and my art is my work, and please stop. Yeah? I think so. The trust is most important. My previous slide, I showed the same group, and the steps between this group being trust and partnership. This is more important because the artists know what is the good, the politicians know how they manage the city. Sometimes we need to cooperate, use the art to change the city. But the trust and partnership for me is the most important. And this is the steps up. 1, 2, 3, and more. And now, because I promised that my presentation will be really short, and I will show you some short movie what we did in Wrocław, because I'm really proud about my city, and I'm very sure that in Kaunas will be the same, because 4 years before European Capital of Culture in Wrocław we had total crisis. We don't have meeting like this. But if I met Virginia, Anna, and a lot of people from Kaunas, we discussed about problem. They tried to take some our experience, not only from Wrocław, from all cities. And I'm really sure that you will be fantastic European Capital of Culture. And now we show you our small movie. Okay. We have to wait to maybe internet is fast. I hope. And after this movie, I invite you to Wrocław because you know how to stay Wrocław, and it's a real fantastic city. I'm waiting for the movie. And you didn't download. A little louder, please. The music.
Krzystof Maj.